Bonjour, bonjour mes élèves de troisième année. J'espère que vous allez bien et j'espère que vous continuez à travailler très très fort. Alors, on va parler du subjonctif. So we're going to talk about the subjunctive. Go ahead and have your blue workbook. And I need to find the page. Okay, so turn to page 88 in the blue workbook. Okay. If you need to stop the video, you can and get your workbook. So in the YouTube video, that young lady was showing you all how to really when are some of the occasions that we use the subjunctive. So I think it was a very good video, and you saw lots of different examples of sentences that take the subjunctive. So look at the top of page 188. It says the subjunctive with regular verbs. So the first dot is not that important. It just tells us that what these sentences are called, indicative versus subjunctive mood. So we're not going to worry about that too terribly much. But look at the second bullet with me, please. You will use the subjunctive when using expressions of necessary. Expressions of necessity, like il faut que, and il est important que, il est nécessaire que. So they're mainly focusing on expressions of necessity right here. And if you look in the ER verbs, the conjugation doesn't change really except for nous and vous. Otherwise, they're the same. Je, tu, il, etc. and il plural, they're the same, but they do change and they add an I. Vous parliez, nous, que nous parlions. So then they do change a little bit and become different. Que je finisse, que tu finisses, que je vende, que tu vendes. And you all know that all you can do is just keep looking at these, trying to remember them. Basically, you just have to eventually memorize them. So look at the third dot with me, please. You form the subject. I need to start this video over, but I won't. Y'all just laugh. You form the subjunctive of regular verbs by dropping the ENT in the plural, and then you add these endings. So that is a rule that will work for you all the time for these regular verbs, okay? And a lot of the irregular verbs are like that too. So I'm going to ask you to write these questions later or do this exercise, but I'm going to tell you how it needs to begin. It always needs to begin with the phrase that has que. For example, il faut que, and then you're going to write, tu achètes des comprimés d'aspirine pour ta mère. Okay? Number 2, you're going to start off with il est nécessaire que. Il est nécessaire que nous, and then look up at the top, finissions, que nous finissions nos devoirs. Number 3, you see the il faut que, you're going to begin with il faut que. Il faut que je me lave les mains après avoir éternué. That's important now, especially with this virus. You have to wash your hands after you sneeze. Éternuer is after you sneeze. Il est nécessaire que, for number 4, you start off with that. Il est nécessaire que. And Luc, the one with Marc et Luc, il est important que. Il est important que Marc et Luc parlent à l'infirmière. Okay, so look at the irregular ones. I'm going to drop, if I haven't already, I'm going to drop a lesson in your Quizlet that will help you practice with the subjunctive for irregular verbs. And they're just our main irregular verbs that we use a whole lot. And so you can look for that, and I'll probably assign it next week, but you can look for it. So they show you the different conjugations for irregular verbs, and then you have a pretty basic exercise below, 1 through 5. So just look up to the chart, pay close attention to the subject that you're working with, and then go ahead and finish this page as well. So you're going to do these 2 pages and then send them to me. D'accord? Alors, je vous aime beaucoup. Vous me manquez, miss you. J'espère que tu vas bien. And we'll be talking another time. Alors, au revoir mes élèves. Au revoir.